remembrance of our beloved Sri Baba, who is our Supreme Father, Supreme Sadguru, and Supreme Teacher also. Today's topic is freedom, and the participant in the counseling role is Sister Tulika Dahaji. She is a faculty at a very famous college at Kolkata, and she is a PhD holder and also completed her MS in counseling and spiritual health. She is a renowned counselor, and she has conducted earlier many successful spiritual counseling sessions. So in today's session, in supportive role, we have got Sister Sharmaji or Sister Reshmaji. She is a yoga therapist and our ex-student for counseling and spiritual health. Though she is a counselor in today's demo counseling, but she herself is a spiritual counseling and yoga therapist. As told that our session's name is Freedom, and both the participants are our ex-students. So this session will be live on YouTube as well as Facebook. Our views can reach to us by filling the free counseling form from our website name as www.spiritualseva.com. And also we can be contacting our WhatsApp number 9321070078. We would like our viewers to like, share, and subscribe YouTube channel for them and for their friends. Also like to have the feedback from our viewers about our session so that we can improve. We thanks to all our students and viewers for joining today's live session. I request Sister Tulika to start today's session. Thank you very much and welcome to all our viewers.
Thank you, Anil Bhaiji. Today's demo counseling session is on freedom. Perhaps one of the most challenging relationships is the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law relationship. Mother-in-law must accept and accommodate her daughter-in-law in order to establish a sound and strong relationship between them. Now, expecting the other to do everything is where the problem arises, and each one thinks that she has no freedom. So let us see how we can help a mother-in-law to resolve her problems. With the blessings of our Supreme Teacher, our Supreme Counselor, our Supreme Father, we shall start today's session. Good evening, sister.
Good evening, ma'am.
How can I help you today?
Yes, you had called, you had called me to your office. So I had told you in brief about my situation. So regarding my daughter-in-law, I'm laughing now, but I don't know, I'm coming to a complaint zone. I can't tolerate it anymore. So actually I have to take care of my grandson, who's just 5 years old. But both my son and my daughter-in-law both remain outside, so I have nobody else to take care. So it becomes very difficult. तो वो चिड़चिड़ जो होती है ना, मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता, because it all goes, those vibration goes to my grandson, whom I love very much. So I thought I'll just talk to you. How can I change the situation? So that is why I had thought of you and had called you.
Can you tell me your name and how old you are?
My name is Aarti, and I'm 52 years old, and we are a well-to-do family, so we have no issues about money at all. But see, happiness is not from money. The peace or the love which I look forward, I think I'm missing that. And whole day I have to take care of my grandson. He's very naughty, and with my growing age, it's very difficult for me to handle things. And even though I can handle, but what happens is In the evening, around 7:30, my daughter-in-law comes back from school. She's a school teacher. So the moment the time of 7:30 arises, I start getting some kind of a different uneasy feeling, because she keeps on keeps on kind of a abusing situation is there. I can't say she directly abuses me, but she does a lot of things which annoys me. Then kabhi kabhi wo tu mein ho jati hai. You see of the serials whatever we have seen, that is why I was laughing. I don't like to do all that, because by God's grace my mother-in-law and I had a very good rapport. So I was expecting the same rapport with my daughter-in-law, but that is not happening.
Okay. Can you tell me your daily routine? What you do from the early morning till night? How
She
you spend
sisters.
your time?
No, whole day my time goes in at home only, cooking and taking care of this child. Because what happens is both of them are out, so I have to get up early in the morning. I have to make breakfast. I have to even cook for my grandson and myself and my daughter-in-law. They take tiffin, and the whole day is like I have to go and pick up my grandson from the school van. It comes down, and again the whole time goes in arranging for the meals, preparations for the next day. Because both of them, I mean my son, he is working for a multinational company, so he comes very late. By 10:30 he comes. So after he is done with his dinner and all that time, so till that time of morning, like say 5:30 to 10:30, 11, I am throughout the day dancing between this course of managing my grandson, the tiffins and the food and the meals and the snacks, even the homework. Sometimes, not sometimes, I would say nowadays, so the projects and some homework related things with my grandson, Kunal, his name is Kunal, is after me only. So I really get worked up at times, ma'am. I'm not able to handle, because at this growing age, it's very difficult. I
How
have
old is
made.
he? How old is your
He's just
grandson?
5 years old.
He's
He's
five
just
years
five
old.
years old, so very naughty, very active. He makes me run after him for even small snack. I have to feed him. By it takes 1 to 2 hours. So very difficult. I can't maintain that patience, and and see, I lovingly do it as a grandmother, but there's no appreciation, and more, forget about appreciation, the more is the irritation between the family, especially my daughter-in-law. Her name is Kamini. So she keeps on nagging, she keeps on giving me bad, she keeps on taunting me. All that thing happens in the evening, which I really don't like.
Okay, see.
And
Who
I feel that there is no freedom. There's no peace, there's no freedom as such, which I look forward to, because I've been working, for working for home. I'm a homemaker, so whole life I have spent at home. But now it's difficult with her nagging and her abuses. It's very difficult for me to manage further.
okay, see, when does your son leave home? Your son, your grandson, your
all
daughter-in-law in
three
the morning?
all three of them, they leave by 8:30, by after having breakfast.
Okay, that means
So
by
I
8:30 you have to get everything ready. Am I
Yes,
right?
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. So
Then
that is
when
why I
do
have to get
you
up
take your
early.
breakfast? Sister, when do you take your breakfast?
Didi, don't ask me, because what happens, I keep munching in something like tea or something, but that is also after their tiffin boxes are packed, their meals are done, I mean, their snacks are done. So by 10:30, 11, sometimes I skip my breakfast and I have to take medication. So uh, sometimes then I just kept take a cup of tea and then I have medicines. Sometimes I just forget and I just take a glass of water and I have medicines. So a lot of ignorance about my
Medicine for
health is
what,
also
sister?
happening.
Medicine for
um
what?
I have arthritis and osteoporosis, so in winters it's very bad. I have knee problems and backache.
Okay. And
So
when does your grandson return home?
he comes by 1 o'clock. I have to go and fetch him from the school van, from down from the behind I mean, it's nearby, 5 minutes, but again get up, leave the course which I was involved in, and then again go pick him up. He keeps running here and there. It's difficult actually. Very naughty. He's very active, very happy, but it makes me very tired also.
Tell me something about your childhood.
My childhood was born in a very conservative family. So at an early age, they did not allow me to study and all that. So I just hardly studied, and then they made me married at the young age of 16. At the age of 17, I already had a son. So this was my life. But after marriage, I found my mother-in-law very helpful, very kind, very loving. So she helped me to study further. So after my marriage, I have pursued my education, and we had a very beautiful relationship with each other after marriage. I mean,
See, that means
and
I'm
the
very,
same
very
I was
fortunate.
expecting actually from my daughter-in-law, but that is not there.
See, you're really very fortunate, isn't it? Because,
Yeah.
see, your mother-in-law has been a practical example in your life, right? So indirectly, she taught you how to be a caring, affectionate, and good mother as well as mother-in-law, isn't it? Not
Yes.
through words, but through action. Am I right? Right?
Yes.
See,
Yes. Yes.
she
That's
carried
true.
out her duties and responsibilities, as you said, very happily, right?
Yes.
And so she radiated happiness to you.
Yes.
See, you also
Love,
carry.
lot of love was there in our family.
Yes.
Lot of I would say a beautiful bonding was. I miss it.
See, you are also carrying out the same duties and responsibilities, isn't it?
Yes.
Right? Which your mother-in-law carried out. But the
Yes.
only difference is, see, your mother-in-law did not expect anything from you. No, when you studied, she looked after the baby. That means she also packed tiffin for you. When you returned home, she gave you your meals, isn't it? You did the
Yes.
same thing. You're doing the same thing that your mother-in-law did.
Yes.
But here, what is happening, sister, you are expecting from your daughter-in-law. No, you are expecting that she will help you, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
You are
Yes.
expecting.
Not every time, but at least once in a while, she should go in the kitchen. She should understand what are the needs of my son. Okay, my son, fine, he loves my what I cook. We eat non veg actually. So my son loves the food, sattvic food, which I prepare without ginger and I mean without garlic and all that, onions. But I expect that at least once in a while my daughter-in-law should cook, and then take active role in kitchen at least on holidays. So I'm all the time, right from morning till evening, night, I'm there. So I feel I'm tired now.
What happens, your mother-in-law, she enjoyed the work. And she loved you selflessly. She loved you as a daughter, right?
Yes.
She didn't
Yes.
expect anything from you. So you got good vibration from her. See, if you love your daughter-in-law, you said her name is Kamini,
Yes.
right? So if you love her selflessly, without any expectations, she will also get good vibrations from you. Understand? See, when you are content, when you are happy, only then you can make others happy. Right? So see,
How I
because
can be happy, Didi? Whole day I keep on doing, I keep on working. I don't get sleep. I don't get to go out. I mean, I don't get any freedom as such where I like I could go to parties. I never have done in my past, but at least sometimes I feel need a break. If she handles her responsibility, I can take a break, right?
one thing is
She gets
important.
irritated. She gets irritated with my with Kunal. So his responsibilities come upon me.
Actually, she leaves home, you said by 8:30, no? She returns at 7. At school also, she's working so hard. She's tired, isn't it? So
Hmm.
she expresses her tiredness in this manner, right? And see, so you are so unhappy with her. And because you are unhappy, she's getting negative vibes from you, isn't it? See, you say she's showing her temper on you, she uses abusive language, right? Huh? That means what? You think it is wrong of her to do so. So
Yeah, because
when she shows her temper on you, what do, sister?
see, most of the time the tutu may happens, but I then walk away from that room because now I can't handle that stress anymore. Arguments used to happen. Then I used to tell my son. So my son used to say, just ignore and just focus on your thing, because she makes whenever like she comes in the kitchen, she makes the entire platform messy. She makes I mean for 5 minutes job she'll take 15 minutes, and then she'll make a mess of whatever I had arranged. So again the next day I have to, I mean, it's all very different. Yes, you're right, that vibrations do not match with each other.
What happens is you don't want her to behave in that manner, isn't it? So if you don't want her to behave in that manner, you also shouldn't behave similarly, right? See, your son says ignore her. You know why? What is he like? What is his temperament like? Your son? He's
Yeah,
quiet.
he's quiet. We have a very loving and bonding, beautiful bonding between all of us, except the bonding between me and my daughter-in-law. So he's very quiet. He's he just doesn't like one thing. The non-veg I mean, she orders from outside. That's it. Other things we have been lenient. We never say anything.
One thing
He
what
likes the veg food which I prepare. So he wants to have food of what I only have to prepare. I mean, then I only have to. So everything actually comes on my shoulder only. That is, I
I
also
follow
feel
you.
bad, and then again I have to go and cook because my
Okay,
son is
see,
happy.
actually what happens, see, he's of very quiet nature, isn't it? As you said.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes,
So
yes,
see, when you start retaliating, you backchat with her, what happens? The atmosphere in the house is not nice, right? And so he doesn't appreciate his wife behaving in this manner, right? And that's why he tells you to ignore her, isn't it? You are elder to her. So he can't tell his wife to keep quiet because she won't. So he expects this from you. It is not that he's supporting her or defending her, but
mm.
he is just requesting you to ignore her, isn't it?
Mm.
Okay, see, so you know, anger is compared with fire, isn't it? No? So your daughter in law is angry with you, right?
Yes,
And that's why
yes,
she shows temper, right?
yes. She comes late also.
You don't like so many things in her, isn't it? Right? And if you go into confrontation with her, what will happen? Your grandson will learn bad manners.
Hmm.
See, it takes two to clap, right? So it's for this reason that your son tells you ignore her and keep quiet. So what you do, don't get disturbed. Just accept her as she is. See, acceptance does not mean that you appreciate her behavior, but don't get disturbed. Just watch her as a detached observer, right? See, sister, we cannot change others, but we can change only ourselves, isn't it? So you are holding negative thoughts about her in your mind, aren't you? She
Yes,
has short temper, she uses abusive language, he doesn't come back after school on time, she doesn't help you, isn't it? So many things you're saying about her, right? Now, as a result, what happens, because you have such negative things about her in your mind, So you are unhappy, you are impatient, you get irritated, you cannot tolerate her. And so she's getting negative vibrations from you. Now, sister, just close your eyes and think of just 3 good qualities within her. And then you tell me how you feel. Okay, open your eyes and tell me how you feel.
Very nice.
Very nice. That means she has good qualities, sister.
Yes, yes.
So you agree with it?
Yes, very much.
Okay. See, nobody in this world is perfect. No? All of us have good qualities. All of us have negative qualities. Right? So when we observe others' negative qualities, that is, we look at others' negative qualities, what will happen? We form a negative attitude towards that person. And because we form a negative attitude towards that person, what happens? Relationship gets strained, right? So we become unhappy. But see, suppose we think of only the positive points in the person, what will happen? We will feel good and we shall respect each other, right? Now you are saying that she doesn't like the food you cook, right? So that means what? She does not find taste in the food, right? What sort of food does she like? She likes non-veg. You Sattvic food.
Spicy and non-veg, which we do not eat, especially with ginger and garlic and onions.
Okay. See,
so our food is very light and very sattvic, very simple food. But she loves all spicy and non-veg and all that.
You don't have to cook non-veg food. You don't have to use onion. You don't have to use garlic, but you can use ginger, right? Once a while you can cook spicy food, isn't it? Right? Once a while means once a week. It will not harm you, isn't it? And it will not ruin your health if once a week you have such food. So see, actually what is happening is you are cooking bland food, no?
Yes.
And that's why she doesn't like the taste, isn't it? So homemade food, even if it is a little spicy, it will not harm you. Once a week will not harm you, right? And see, another thing you said, she likes non-veg food. Okay? But all these years she's been taking vegetarian food, right? That means she is very compromising.
Yes.
See, most people find difficult to change their food habits, sister. And
but sister, she's allowed to order from outside. She eats mostly weekends. She goes outside with Kunal, so that time she has it.
I understand, but see, every day she can't have non-veg food. No, maybe she has a liking towards that food, right? And you know, family conflicts regarding food is very common, right? So see, she is adjusting, isn't it?
Yes.
No? And nothing once while. That means, say, during her holidays, you can ask her to cook. You said she makes everything messy and it takes.
Yeah, it's very. The next
doesn't
day
matter.
is
So
my.
what? Okay, you doesn't matter. Once a while you can tolerate. No, every day she won't do that. So what happens is when you allow her to cook, what will happen? You know, she will feel at home. See, there's a saying: when you point your finger at somebody, there are 3 more pointing back at you, isn't it? So all these, you are saying that you don't have freedom to go out. You are stuck in the house. Okay. You can't go outside. You have to look after your grandchildren. I said all this while, all these years, she didn't have the freedom to go to the kitchen and cook, isn't it? You didn't allow her. She didn't have the freedom to eat food according to her own liking, isn't it? See, you say you don't have freedom. Then if I ask her, she will say she doesn't have freedom, right? See, what freedom means what? Independence. And freedom gives us happiness. As you said, you have no financial problems,
No,
right?
no.
See, but money gives economic freedom, right? And economic freedom is not sufficient for happiness, right? So you rightly said that you are unhappy. You have enough money. That means what? You don't have any financial problem, but
No.
yet see, you don't have happiness. See, true freedom, sister, is in the mind. And you are in charge of your own mind. See, you have spent some happy days with your son and daughter-in-law.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yes. So, sister, just close your eyes for some time and remember of such an incident and visualize the place, time, scene, and people around you and feel it. Then you open your eyes and tell me how you feel. Okay.
Very nice.
Very nice. See, that means what? Memories of happy incidents make us happy, right? And memories of negative incidents, unpleasant incidents will make us unhappy. See, the choice is ours, isn't it? It is up to us to hold good or bad memories in our mind. So it is up to us to feel happy or sad. See, I will suggest that you make certain alterations in your daily routine. Will you follow them? At least try to follow. See, you are preparing breakfast for everybody, isn't it? So after your son, daughter-in-law and grandson, they leave home for their work or school, whatever it is, you take your breakfast. It is already prepared. You take tea and breakfast, okay? After that, you can take bath, do your puja, you can start cooking your lunch, whatever it is. See, because you can't stay without in an empty stomach for such a long time. And besides, you are taking medicine. It's not right to take medicine in an empty stomach. See, why should our body tolerate? Isn't it? So I suggest you finish your breakfast by 9 a.m. That means you will remain healthy. See, health is wealth, isn't it? And if you are healthy, what happens, you will be happy. Because you are not in good health, that's why you're complaining, sister, right? See, when your grandson returns from school, what you do, he's 5 years old. So you don't have to feed him. You just sit down and take lunch with him, right? That means you sit down, you just keep his plate beside you and you take your lunch. Then you know what will happen? He will see that you have already started eating. He will come and start taking food.
But he keeps on dancing here and there. He keeps on jumping from one room to the other, from bed to down. I just can't.
Let him dance. Let him roam
It's
about.
easy to say no, Didi, but managing a 5-year-old, his energy levels and my energy levels are different.
I understand, but is there any alternative?
No, we tried to actually place a maid, but that was not properly. I mean, that was not possible practically because the love which we could share with our grandchildren.
So you understand that, no?
Yeah.
So since there is no other alternative, let's not think about it. So when you say he's naughty, that means what? He's energetic, right? See, so you have to channelize his energy, sister. See, buy some Enid Blyton storybooks. There's a Noddy series, Noddy and Big Ears, and you can read these stories to him. See, he will enjoy the stories. See, sometimes you can ask him to tell you a story, and you will find he will enjoy telling you a story. Then you can tell him stories from Aesop's fable. No, these are moral stories. So what happens is when he learns to read, he will read them by himself, right? And so he will develop a habit of reading also. This is very important, see? And nowadays, children don't have reading habit. Reading habit is very important, right? And see, as you said, your what shall I say, daughter-in-law,
I mean,
Kamini, she returns by 7, and then you have to serve dinner to her and your grandson, right? So what you do is you take dinner with them. Take an early dinner. What does it matter, right?
I
So
feel that I should have dinner with my son
she's
because
also like your daughter only. Okay, see, you
yeah,
take
yeah,
dinner with your daughter-in-law, she will feel happy about it, right? And her attitude towards you will slowly change, right? Then what you do, you keep the dinner ready on the table and you retire to your bedroom. You just tell her that you are feeling tired nowadays, your knee pain has increased, and you tell her that to keep yourself well, you have to retire early to bed. Okay, she will understand. Otherwise, your family will come at standstill, no? If you fall
yes,
ill. So
yes,
she
yes,
will happily take charge. Don't worry. Right? So see, in this way, you will be free. At least before 9, you will be free. No? So you said you have to wake up by 5 or 5:30 of start. You have to start working. So what you do is to wake up at 5 a.m. and sit in silence for 10 minutes. Okay? And make some positive affirmations. Say you to yourself, I am a peaceful being. I am a happy being. I am a powerful being. God's
can I take it down or you will message me later?
sure. I will send you by WhatsApp. Okay. I am a powerful being. God's powers are within me. God's blessings are upon my family. I have good wishes for everybody. Follow? Make these affirmations, sit down quietly, and slowly you repeat them in your mind. Don't speak aloud, very slowly. Okay. And at weekends on holidays, let Kamini take charge of the day's activities. Try, sister. Okay. But you must take lunch and dinner with her, right? Because when we take food together, a family bonding takes place, right? And pay compliment to her. Tell her the food is very nice. She has cooked very well. Okay. Praise her for the lunch. Praise her for the dinner. Thank her. Okay. And what you will find is slowly, she will feel a sense of belonging. Huh? And you said that she expresses her dissatisfaction over the food you cook, right?
Yeah,
So
yes.
from now onwards, when you cook the food in God's remembrance, right?
Okay, okay,
Huh? So when you cook the food in God's remembrance, what happens? It will become prasad, right?
okay.
Another thing, sister, see, when you are happy, will you get angry with anybody?
Hmm.
No, isn't it? So when do you get angry with somebody? Tell me.
When maybe things are not as per my expectations, what I want, that is not happening.
The person doesn't listen
So,
to you.
yes,
That means what? The person will listen to you only when he or she loves you, right? Am I right? So this means
yes,
when somebody is angry with you, what is he or she expecting? Love from you. That's all. See, you are a mother. You are elder to her, aren't you? So you have much more experience than her. You have responsibility over the family, right? But your first responsibility is to respond, not react. Follow? Yes?
yeah, yes.
She just wants love from you. That's all, nothing else. She calls you mother, does she?
Hmm.
So mother is an epitome of love. No? Mother's love is always selfless, always unconditional. And mother means empathy, patience, understanding. Am I right?
Yes.
Right? So love is very strong positive energy. See, sister, if you cut your finger, what will you do? you will apply medicine? Yes? You will not make a deeper cut, will you? So when she's angry with you, that means she's disturbed. She needs love. And what do? You retaliate. You backchat. So what will happen? She will be all the more disturbed, all the more hurt. So love is the best medicine that heals negative emotion. So just accept her as she is. As I told you, acceptance does not mean that you will appreciate her negative behavior, but acceptance means you will not be disturbed by her behavior. Okay. So you were saying that she does not respect you. But we cannot demand respect, sister. We command respect. So respect her for her virtues, and you will find that she will respect you. Okay. And I want to tell you something. See, freedom is in the mind. So fill your mind with positive thoughts. Make your mind free of negative thoughts, and you will experience true freedom. Okay. See, now you will have time to retire to your room earlier, isn't it?
I will try.
No, you have to. No question of trying. Okay. Give her the responsibility. She can attend to your son. All these years you have attended to him, isn't it? So give her the responsibility. She would love to. Okay. Another thing is, see, sister, may God, your friend, or your mother, or your father, or your beloved, form any relation with him. Let the relation be very strong, okay? And share everything with him. Okay? So before you go to sleep, share all the day's activities with him. All right? Write a letter to him in detail, describing him the whole day's activities. See, she will not change overnight. Kamini will not change overnight, nor will you. So what happens when she behaves badly with you? Tell him that you forgive her. And if you ever misbehave with her, tell him that you are sorry and you will not repeat the same behavior again. Okay? Am I clear? Say good night, you go to sleep. And sister, before you leave, I must say, true freedom is attained through spiritual education. Follow? You know what is spiritual education?
We do, I do puja and I do little chanting on everyday basis in the morning or in the afternoon, whenever I get time.
Spiritual education is knowing your own self, knowing God, who is your true father, knowing our own virtues. See, it is taught at the Brahma Kumaris. Have you heard of this term, name Brahma Kumaris?
I've heard, but I'm not gone in time or just heard.
See, there are many centers, and you will find that most of the centers, they arrange programs for happiness, stress-free living, positive thinking, and others. So besides, there are meditation courses also. So visit any Brahma Kumari center near your house and you try to attend such a program. I'm sure you will benefit from them. Okay. So follow these suggestions that have been given to you. And I hope I have been able to convince you. And I wish you all the best. If you need help, you are welcome to call me anytime. Okay, sister? But you must practice these affirmations and you must maintain a timetable and give freedom to your daughter-in-law. Okay, only then you will have freedom.
Yes.
Hello?
Thank you, Didi. Because up till now, I was thinking that only she has to change. But I think now I understood that I have to start taking efforts. And as you rightly said, I have to work on myself and move towards the inner, the spiritual meditation and all that. I'll definitely try, and you can send me the address maybe or some contact number. I'll contact them. So at least in a way, I will get that break in the evening, and then let Kamini handle the kitchen part and all that stuff.
During the
So I
holidays,
do that.
when she has
Yeah, yeah,
vacation.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
No, no, I
Still,
also love her a lot. I will not make her to come in a discomfort position where she gets disturbed. Absolutely, with my convenience as well as her, she should be comfortable. So I'll try that. I really feel good. I am glad I actually approached you because in my mind I was very confused what to do. That irritation was actually taken over. You know, I didn't want to disturb my son because he's working for a multinational company, has a lot of pressure and all that. So, anyways, I'm really, really glad. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
for having confidence in me and coming to me. Okay. All the
Yeah,
best.
I had heard your name actually, so that is why. Thank you.
Over to Anil Bhaiji.
Thank you very much, Sister Sulika Dasji, our today's counselor for the topic freedom, and also Sister Reshma ji, our counselor for today's session. Uh, we know that in today's scenario, every house there is a problem between a relationship problem between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. So this is a topic which was for which the counselor has come to our counselor, stating that she is a mother-in-law and she has a problem with her daughter-in-law. Her daughter-in-law is a teacher and she is working, but mother-in-law she said that she is full-time uh, working at home and she has no time for herself, and that's what she said that her freedom is curtailed and she has many problems which she faces while preparing, or you can say that doing all her domestic work from early morning till she goes to sleep. And the complaints are that she is working from morning to night, and all the responsibility of the household are, you can say, thrown on her by daughter-in-law as she is working. And she has a 5-year-old grandson, which she only has to look after. And her son is working for a corporate office. So it is told that uh, they are like guests in the house, and she is full time has to manage all their affairs from cooking food, washing clothes, looking after the grandson, leaving him to school, bringing him back, cooking the food for all the family members. And while performing these all work, she has no time even to have her breakfast, lunch, and dinner at time because she said that she has to prepare the tiffin for everyone by 8:30. And while doing this, uh, by the time they leave, that it is already 9 o'clock. So after they leave, she takes her breakfast, and then by 1 o'clock, her grandson comes back. Then again, the same job she has to perform till her daughter-in-law and son come back. That is by 7:30. Her daughter-in-law comes, and son has got no time to come back 10 o'clock. So she has complaints, and complaints and she's very much worried that nobody is there to look after her. So this way, uh, she is in a lot of mess. She wants to come out from it. So this is a, you can say, mother-in-law MIL and daughter-in-law DIL relationship. Our counselor has given many good suggestions that first of all, that if she thinks she's in a problem, and she's been a problem if she looks everything as a problem. So the first thing she has to change her perspective. Uh, if she thinks it's a problem. But if she thinks that it is understanding the problem, if she does that, many of the problems will be solved. So a lot of misunderstanding is there between the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. The first thing is that there is no communication between both of them, so that they can sort out the thing. The first thing they have to do is they have to sit together and sort out their problems so that the boundaries can be established, that which work she should handle and which work the daughter-in-law can handle, though she's working. But definitely the responsibility is divided. Definitely many of the problems can be solved. That is the first suggestion. And second is that she herself says that she completed her study when after getting her married. That means there's a reputation of she has got good love from her mother-in-law. So there was no expectation from her by her mother-in-law. So the only problem is that she's expecting something from her daughter-in-law. That's why the problem is there. So if she is doing everything, so it should be without expectation, and she should accept that she is doing it for her good. So then only the problem can be understood, and then she'll do it happily. So second is acceptance, first is communication gap, and third is establishing boundaries. So as she said that okay, she's working, but on holidays, she should give charge for some of the domestic work to her daughter-in-law, and on holidays she should make her in charge for the at least kitchen. As she said that her daughter-in-law has got a different taste, and she sometimes she orders the food from the outside. So on Sundays and holidays, she should sit with her daughter-in-law and ask her to prepare the dishes of her own choice, and she should help her. That will definitely sort out some of the problem which she's facing because of cooking the food. Let her cook the food of her daughter-in-law's choice to make her happy. And as the fourth is there, that she said that her grandson. So grandson, if she really loves him, love demands no expectation, and she should try to control the energy which he has got extra by keeping him busy, so that at least she can tell him some good stories, so which he will also enjoy, and she will also like to spend some quality time with him. And other suggestions given by our counselors are very good. That spiritual angle should be involved in this problem with the daughter-in-law, because we know that in joint family, the life is happy when all the members of the family they get united and face the problem which they are having together by understanding each other. Because this is not a one-day affair. This is there throughout the life. So her son should be also involved, and instead of complaining to her son, should directly make uh, her son and daughter sit together and then sort out the differences if they have any. So definitely the problems are many and they are, but this is our thinking. But if she creates a positive vibration and loves her daughter-in-law and son and grandson, so definitely we do something for our family members. No sacrifice is more than what the love demands. So definitely, she should learn to accept the things as they are, and definitely she needs the rest. She needs to have some time for herself. So this she can have it uh, definitely because on holidays should give the command of halal this work to her. Should divide the work between the son, daughter-in-law, and also they all can go out sometime together for a for a shopping or for a picnic or for a short vacation. Definitely, she will feel sometimes refreshed, or also some the son can also help her to find out that what are problems are there. So definitely, if the dialogue is there, many problems can be sorted out. Thank you very much about today's sponsor, Sutrudhikari, because she has rightly pointed out that her understanding the problem is the main reason because she has not understand the problem or misunderstanding the problem because she thinks that she has been entangled with too much work which she cannot handle it. So definitely division of domestic work will help so that I mean uh, the burden which she is facing can be curtailed or can be taken by data and also. So these are the suggestions. If accepted by our counselor, definitely she will get some relief in the problem she's having. So the session was live on YouTube as well as Facebook.